MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the LA Dodgers and the Boston Red Sox. It's Interleague Baseball on MLB Network. Chris Sale gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. Three-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
First delivery to him on the way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
One and one to the Dodgers leadoff man. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. The 1-1 is taken for strike two. The 1-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again. 1-2. Slider, strike three called as the leadoff man is set down looking to open up the ball game. The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
So one away here with the bases empty. And up next, the former All-Star shortstop, Corey Seager. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Too high. 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
First pitch of the at-bat. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
When you play in this park where the fences are shorter, this is going to happen more often than any other ballparks.
Standing in now, Cody Bellinger, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2 out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Dero, you touched it on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Waiting on it is Benintendi, and that's the 3rd out. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. Walker Buehler will be on the mound for the boys.
Look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher. This is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3. Just knows how to get it done. Controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win. And that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
The left-handed hit. Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches with good speed. The two-hole hitter can handle the bat, and we'll see if they have a play on here with nobody out.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Striding in, Mookie Betts, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Hit hard on the ground to second. There's one. On to first, and they get them both. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, one thing's for sure. They love to take a ball to left field. Then he took one to right field. Then he took one back up the middle. He puts together so many hits and has such a great swing that there's no wonder he hits over 340.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that's waved at and missed for strike one.
0-1.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking the zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Bellinger will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for Boston. Still no score. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
Muncy.
First pitch of the at-bat. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Muncy stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was a 5th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind themselves defensively. And let me tell you about Mitch Moreland. We get it. Big, nasty, left-handed swinging first baseman. But if you were to rate the top defenders at that position, you wouldn't necessarily think of Mitch's name at the top. But I'm telling you what, he's exactly that. His buddies love the way he picks them out of the dirt.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. This is fought off foul over to the right side. It's a ball and a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Freese behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box, Chris Taylor.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. To first. Moreland is there. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's J.D. Martinez.
Leading off.
He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. And now this at-bat just doesn't want to get off the ground as he'll step out for a second time. And you wonder if he's trying to get in his head out there as he steps out for a third time now. First offering on its way. Grounded back up the middle. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's focus on Corey Seager. Cal Ripken Jr., anyone? This guy looks like the spitting image of Iron Man. I think he's just scratching the surface of a Hall of Fame career. Multiple MVPs, Gold Gloves, you name it. Corey Seager is on fire.
At the plate, Xander Bogaerts. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bellinger's under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Striding in for Boston, Rafael Devers. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short. Seager right there. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning. And just like that, the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the... Coming to the plate now, Kike Hernandez. As we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Hernandez.
Here comes the first pitch. Good swing there, but this is foul off to the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot that time for Kike Hernandez. And the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on ShowTrack, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes.
The catcher.
As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Fouled off. The next 0-2. Now this pitch is sent on the ground for the first baseman Moreland, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Next for the Dodgers, A.J. Pollock. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. Fastball well outside. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Here's Corey Seager, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Behind 0-2 now. Seager can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. And he'll snap one over to first. Back in standing. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Pollock, base runner at first with 1 out. Snap throw from the catcher, but he's back in safely. The 1-2. Again to first, but he gets dirty and gets back to the bag. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
In now, Justin Turner, as Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And he'll step off and fire to the bag, but the runner's back easily. 2 out with the man at first. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. A play at the plate.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold a glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Into the box now, Cody Bellinger, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's set. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. The pause and the 0-2.
Nope.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Slider whipped on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. But the Dodgers are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Stepping up now, Brock Holt, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The second baseman, Brock Holt.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit to first. To his left, Muncy, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting it.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And in to hit next, it'll be the left-handed batter, Jackie Bradley Jr. Here comes the first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, and then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Into the box, Christian Vasquez. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
0-1 the count. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Down in order go the Red Sox. It remains 1-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Max.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And that's taken for strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
0-2.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Here's David Freese to stand in.
He swings and sends a bullet to right field.
But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the 2nd out.
The batter, the second baseman, Chris Taylor.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in to hit next it'll be the ever versatile Chris Taylor. First pitch coming, here it is. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back to the top of the order now, and up next the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi, and maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Here's the first pitch to him. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change. Pace.
And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases.
We take a look at the numbers
Now
up to this point. You see
the
he's
right
only
fielder.
given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
At the plate, Mookie Betts. He's set and the pitch. Line drive to left. Hernandez is there and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch out. Nothing doing.
Zero.
1-1.
1-1.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Throw over to first. Runner back standing. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location
Now
was
batting,
excellent because if
the
it's put in
designated
play,
hitter,
there's a good chance
JD
it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout
Martinez.
always works too.
Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Before the first pitch, a check at first, and the runner back easily. Stepping in now, J.D. Martinez, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there. And that's one of those off balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Red Sox leave 1. They're down 1-0. Riding in once again, Kike Hernandez. He'll start off the fifth in this one.
Going back to that last AB, that was the Express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
The windup and the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number one.
Now batting.
Good contact to start out the inning.
Austin
Thought he might be on base
Barnes.
with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box, Austin Barnes. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Fastball called strike 1 and 2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the center fielder, A.J. Pollock. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Hits this one hard the other way. A throw to the plate. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Man, you can't continue to make mistakes like this and expect to win. That's 3 errors so far in this one, and they keep putting themselves in bad situations.
Here's Corey Seager. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
At the ball.
Ball 1.
Ball 1, no
Pollock
strike.
leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he fouls this one off. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now a snap throw to first. Runner is back. Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for LA, but they're up 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here comes the first pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Now here's the pitch. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. It's a solo shot for Xander Bogaerts. And with it, the Red Sox have tied it at 1.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Now batting,
Rafael Devers, the next to bat.
Rafael Devers.
As he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Devers stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He's a second-year big leaguer. Pulled toward right center field. Bellinger will get there as he takes care of this one for a long out, number 1.
Now batting,
Here's
second
Brock
baseman.
Holt now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. 1 run on 3 hits and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. Check the swing there, and Larry Bullard says he held up just enough. Ball 1. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. On the ground to third. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face.
Jackie.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike 1. Runners on the move for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw. He did it just right, and he nabs another base runner.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit and get you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
In now, Christian Vasquez. Into the corner and slicing foul. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 1-1 count now to Vasquez.
Ball, 1 strike.
Bradley, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here, but he has a chance to regroup. Take a deep breath, take a step out of the box, and know you got a few to play with.
Hard hit toward the hole. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
The batter.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Back to the top of the order now, and up next the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count.
A great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
Comes set, the 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Fastball well outside.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
2 men are on with 2 men out. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Red Sox get a run on the solo shot by the X-Man, Xander Bogaerts. Through 5 innings, all even at 1 apiece. Standing in, Justin Turner. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Justin Turner.
Here comes the first pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Digging in once again, Cody Bellinger. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
First delivery to him on the way, and he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Here's Mookie Betts. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Line drive to center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the throw in gets away from him.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as it's on the ground toward the hole. And that's by him in. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is without question nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
Into the box now, J.D. Martinez, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike 1. Betts at second, Moreland at first with no outs. Hit on the ground to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And they'll be left with no play as that's going to load the bases now on what should be ruled an infield single.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. First pitch coming. Here it is. Slapped hard the opposite way. And this is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. And they won't push things here as they'll hold the second runner at third, so they're loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Now here's the Dodgers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Scott Alexander is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Alexander.
Standing in now, Rafael Devers. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. No hits to this point. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. On a swing and a miss, and that wasn't exactly the most convincing at-bat of the afternoon as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Stepping in now, Brock Holt. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Nope, that's
And there's ball one. The 1-1 is strike two swinging.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. 1 there. Throw to Muncy to finish the double play. That retires the side. Red Sox settle for just the 1. We're through 6 full. The Red Sox lead it 2-1. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Next will be the designated hitter, David Freese, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning. So that was a big out.
Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Into the box, Kike Hernandez. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Into the box now, Austin Barnes, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Hit down the line at first. Backhanded. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him, and the side is retired. Dodgers lead 1. They're down 2-1. Digging in, Jackie Bradley
Leading off
Jr. for
for
his
the Red
career
Sox,
in this matchup. Just
the
a couple of
center fielder,
matchups, no hits and
Jackie
2 at-bats.
Bradley Jr.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, Christian.
Now at the plate, Christian Vasquez. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. On to Lansdowne and gone. A solo shot here to left, and the Red Sox have taken a 3-1 lead.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
The batter, the left fielder, Andrew.
In now, Andrew Benintendi, as he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone. 1 strike to count. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Rounded softly down the line toward first, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. A pause, and the 0-2 is a slider taken for a ball. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard. 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Stepping in, Mookie Betts. In his career against this pitcher, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Hit hard on the ground at third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
Hey, he might have been able to get his body in front of that. I don't know. But the bottom line is, I love the effort to slide and try and knock that down, but it was just too hard to play to make.
Standing in now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
That's a ball.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Betts is off at first with 2 away. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. We're through 7 this afternoon. Now in the box, A.J. Pollock. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Very high, 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Looked like he got pulled on the speed there. 2-2. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Yeah, well, down 2, you better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
Fouled away.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing a starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes. Work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout. That's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
First pitch on its way. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah, D-Row, this is every manager's dream spot right now. You're 1 out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you could go to your better relievers now towards the end of the ball game. This is set up perfectly right now.
2 away for the Dodgers here in the 8th, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Turner. And he lays off there, 1-0.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike. And at 2-2.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, and it's gone into the monster seats. A solo shot here to left, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Cody Bellinger. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. One for the Dodgers on the solo home run. Bottom of the eighth coming up. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Dodgers 2. Dylan Floro is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 51.
Striding forward now is the DH, J.D. Martinez. Will lead things off here for Boston. Xander Bogaerts due to hit next. First pitch coming. Here it is. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Floro, once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. And that's out number one.
The batter, number
Standing
2.
in, Xander Bogaerts. He's
Xander.
2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
That's just quality pitching right there
Now
for that
batting,
strikeout.
third
As we look at
baseman,
all 5 pitches,
Rafael
notice the location. All
Devers.
5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Into the box, Rafael Devers. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a sinker, called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Striding into the box, Max Muncy. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
First pitch coming. Here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location. And the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Into the box now, David Freese. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
In now, Chris Taylor. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
The left fielder.
Anytime the ball is hit that hard to deep center, you know it's going to be a tough play. The center fielder gives chase, but it ends up coming off the wall, and by that time, you knew it was going to be a triple.
Standing in now, Kike Hernandez, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. And he's got a chance to tie things up here as the equalizer sits just 90 feet away. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's a 3-3 game.
Now, you know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings. So that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run to first. And that'll get past his outstretched glove. It's a base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Number 11, A.J.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, A.J. Pollock. And it seems like maybe they're starting to get to the guy on the mound a bit now.
Yeah, and that could be a sign that he's starting to wear down a little bit, Matt. The first thing to go when you're getting tired is usually your command. So even if you're throwing strikes, they might be a little bit more hittable than they were earlier in the game.
All right, something to keep an eye on if he remains in the game much longer.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And the run is going to score from second as they've taken the lead here in the 9th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
In there, a base hit. The throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
The 1-0 delivery. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. Pollock over at second. Seager on at first with 2 down. This is in the air out to right. Betts is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So disaster strikes here in the ninth. Kenley Jansen is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Number 74, Kenley Jansen.
Striding in to start the ninth, Brock Holt, as they'll look to get something
Leading
going
off
here and even this game up.
The second baseman, Brock.
From the stretch.
Holt.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the
Now
first guy
batting,
he faces,
center fielder,
everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath.
Bradley.
Still have 2 more outs to get,
Junior.
but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Here comes the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Bradley waits on the 1-0. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Jansen is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
That's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Into the box, Christian Vasquez, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Fouled off. Last strike now for the Red Sox. And this is a strike 3 called, and a bit of a questionable ending there as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the ninth. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Los Angeles Dodgers came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Dylan Floro pitches well enough to get the W. Chris Sale racked up 15 strikeouts.